The following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Local Orthodontics. Today we're here in the Daytime Kitchen once again for Junior Chef Teen Edition, and I'm joined by Aiden Grigsby, who has got a great steak going here. We're going to talk more about that in just a moment, and Dr. Marshall Jewett from Local Orthodontics. How you doing, Doc?
We're glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to thank Local Orthodontics for being the sponsor on Junior Chef Teen Edition.
You're welcome. I'm proud to sponsor this. It's fun to learn about how to cook.
Absolutely. Okay, Aiden, we got a steak, and it is, like I said earlier, one of the best sounds in the world to hear that steak sizzle.
It is.
You put that, you've already seasoned one side of it. Kind of talk us through the seasoning that you're putting on this steak.
Okay, so I like to keep it simple with seasonings. I just go with salt, a lot of salt. I like my steak salty. I prefer flakier salt, just so
like
you
a
can
rock salt.
Yeah,
almost,
so you can get a little more crunch.
Sea salt. Yeah.
Throw some pepper on there. That'll lay the base for a good crust.
You like where he's going here, Doc?
I like it. What are we crisping it in here?
Vegetable oil. So a lot of people use like olive oil, something with a lower flash point, but you want to use something with a higher flash point so that you can actually get a better seared crust on there.
There you
lost
go.
me already. I don't know what a flash point is.
Just so that the oil won't evaporate quicker than your
okay.
steak.
Yeah. So you got salt and pepper.
Yes, sir.
And you like to call this like a garlic crusted steak.
Yes, a garlic crusted steak. So right after the pepper, I'm going to add this little bit of garlic powder.
Okay.
We're just going to take it over the steak like so.
So he was telling me earlier, Doctor, that he is thinking, getting ready for your senior year.
Right.
What are your future plans, Aiden?
Well, I've been thinking about going into something like automotive technology.
Okay.
Cars have always been something that I've been interested in, so I feel like it'd be something cool to pursue later in life.
All right.
Well, if you guys could smell what we smell, you'd think he's going to have a career in cooking.
Amazing how good it smells. And Doc, you said while we're letting this steak sizzle away here, you say you have a very good special coming up at Local Orthodontics.
Yeah, my practice is Local Orthodontics in Johnson City, Tennessee, and what we're going to offer for you guys, the viewers of Daytime's Junior Chef, if you come in and mention that you've seen us on this TV show, then we're going to go ahead and give you $500 off your full treatment or a full Zoom whitening treatment in the months of July and August if you get started. So
I need a little bit of that.
Aiden perked right up on that. $500, that is an amazing deal.
Yeah, and the Zoom whitening treatment is something that's professional whitening in the office, and it'll whiten your teeth by up to 8 shades whiter in an hour. So that's fun to do too.
All right, Aiden, how long do we let this one go? You say you like your steak about medium rare.
Yes, medium rare. So right now we're actually not cooking the steak. We're just putting a nice crust on it. And then later we're going to dump the oil out of the pan and then add some butter, and that's what'll get the deep cooking going.
All right, so you're going to take that out.
Yep.
Once you get that crust on it.
Aiden, have you been cooking a long time?
Just about, I'd say a couple months.
Couple months?
Yeah, this hasn't really been
He's a pro.
Let me
super serious hobby.
Get that for you.
Yep.
All right.
And we're going to take the oil right here.
All right.
Just pour it into this little
Be
disposable
very careful.
bowl.
That's the thing, is always be careful in the kitchen.
Yep. Don't want to burn anybody.
And so you're actually going to cook it in butter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good.
So we'll go ahead and turn this down.
Turn that down just a little bit. But you wanted that pan pretty hot when you first started.
Yeah, so that'll just to get the crust quickly on there.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and grab some butter.
Higher flash point.
Higher flash
point, exactly. So I don't like to be shy with my butter. I actually use up to a third.
Please do
or
not be shy with your butter. Yes. You just get right in there with that butter. All right.
So fun thing about butter is that you won't actually have to worry about the pan cooling too much because butter has water in it, so it's a natural coolant to the oil. So the temperature should even right out.
Today. I did not know that.
The temperature should even right out, hopefully.
Okay.
Just sauce up the pan here.
If you say anything about cooking, I'm going to learn something. That's why I like to come here. I don't know anything about it. I like to eat, but the cooking, I've got so much to learn.
Oh, eating's my favorite part, too.
Eating is the best part. Do you like cooking on a stovetop like this, or would you rather be on a grill? Or
I do prefer cooking on a stovetop. I haven't had much experience with the grill, but I'm sure if I used the grill more, I would prefer it. Because I've seen some really nice crusts come off of grills, and I'd really like to try it more.
So you're going to melt this butter down, and you're just going to put your steak right back in there,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
All right.
So you did this butter on like a medium-low heat?
Yes, just about medium heat. You don't want to, your goal here isn't to burn the crust anymore. The crust is already formed. Right now, we're just trying to get the butter into the steak so it can finish the cooking.
Oh,
Pardon me.
I'm taking a lot of mental notes here. This is going to be good.
And this is the best part, is when he starts ladling the butter over top.
This is the perfect time to learn how to cook a steak with 4th of July coming up right now.
That's like the good shot right there.
Yeah.
Look
the
at
base
that.
thing.
Oh,
This is my favorite part, personally.
Yeah.
Watching the crust glisten.
I've seen chefs do this. So will you tell me what this step does?
So this just gets the butter into the steak more and kind of like circulates the flavor more. It also gives it a more even cook, since the hot butter is going over the steak and just cooking it as it flows through the steak.
And I love how simplistic this is. We're talking salt, we're talking pepper, we're talking garlic, and we're talking butter and a little oil, and you've got yourself a great steak.
If it gets much more complex, then it'll just get dangerous.
We don't want to get dangerous in the kitchen.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So how long you got that? You want to get that to about medium?
Yep.
Or medium rare.
I'm aiming for a medium rare.
One thing before we let you go today, you always, when you take that steak off, you need to let it rest, don't you?
Yes, for sure. That's what'll let the flavors and juices get back in their place, and you can take a nice bite and it'll all even out.
All right. Dr. Jewett, Aiden, thank y'all so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And folks, I want to show you right out here. He's got the finished product right here on the plate. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. And it's garlic encrusted steak. You can make it right there. Everything you need is probably in your refrigerator and your pantry right now. It is all part of Junior Chef Teen Edition, thanks to Local Orthodontics. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Local Orthodontics.